is the verse. So we gonna jump into the verse. You know what I'm saying? The verse is. I like the verse, the writing of it, but I'm about to do some stuff to the delivery of it. So I'll play the verse for y'all. Let me know if there's any standout lines off the rip. Keep it simple, stupid, but I ain't stupid. Yeah, you not stupid, man. You a whole college graduate, man. You a whole, you know what I'm saying? He not stupid, but you ain't stupid. Alright, so we'll play this verse. Let me know what y'all think about the verse.
Maybe I overreact. Maybe I need all the facts.
Y'all should just come maybe I'm play. Y'all should just come play Super Smash Bros.
Right trick. I was up late once again with the apron. Agent like Smith in the Matrix. Mission for the one like John Wick. Kill on you when I move and I'm locked in. Closed doors that are open, my mind and I came through the back. Got the buckler behind, that be Kirk with the cat. Scotland is my time. Beam to the church, I don't flirt with the bride. Maybe I'ma make him all the smoking mirrors. Makes sense when the people resonate and hear it. All these killers and their lyrics, paperwork is missing. I ain't dissing, I just wanna see a better image. You know the soul get exposed when the cold, bro. Quit pro quo mode when they quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos. They was bread for the cheese, add beef, you DiGiorno's. Maybe I'll overreact. Yeah.
So that's the verse, man. I like the overall writing of the bars. I like the metaphors of it, but I feel like the delivery at some parts is lacking. So what I'm gonna do, and with any artist that you doing this, I'm gonna punch in at certain places. So two things you can do. You can do vocal comping, which is basically doing a whole take of the verse. But then you can also do punching in, which is just rapping at certain parts, not doing the whole thing straight through. So what I've done a lot more recently is punch in on tracks, and it saves you a lot of time and allows you to like really clean up certain parts. So like this part right here, let me hear it back. Do y'all got a favorite line? Did y'all catch all the bars? Let me know how many bars you caught. Did you catch any of the bars?
I'm on this right track too. I was up late once again with the apron. Agent like Smith in the Matrix. Mission for the one like John Wick. Kill on you when I move and I'm locked in. Closed doors that are open, my mind and I came through the back. Got the buckler behind, that be Kirk with the cat. Scotland is my time. Beam to the church, I don't flirt with the bride. Maybe I'ma make him on this.
Yeah, see this part right here. The flow is nice, but the delivery kind of is lacking it.
Open my mind and I came through the blocked in. Closed doors that are open, my mind and I came through the back. Got the buckler behind, that be Kirk with the cat. Got through the back, got the buckler behind, that be Kirk with the cat. Scotland is my time. Beam to the church, I don't came through the back. Got the buckler behind, that be Kirk with the cat. Scotland is my time. Beam to the church, I don't flirt with the bride. That be Kirk with the cat. Scotland behind, that be Kirk with the cat. Scotland is my got the buckler behind, that be Kirk with the cat.
Like you get it, like Captain Kirk, but Kirk Cameron. Kirk Cameron was an actor in the Left Behind series. You know, it's like this little Christian movie thing where they get the rapture happen and people get left behind. So I'm saying like the key on you, yeah.
When I'm locked in, closed doors that are open, my mind and I came through the back. Got the butler behind, that be Kirk with the cat. Scotland is my time. Beam to the church, I don't flirt with the bride. Buckler behind, that be Kirk with the cat. Scotland came through the back. Got the butler behind, that be Kirk with the cat. Scotland is my time. Beam to the church, I don't flirt with the bride. Buckler behind, that be Kirk with the cat. Scotland back. Got the buckler behind, that be Kirk with the cat.
Alright, I gotta turn this mic down a bit too. It's coming in a little hot.
Scotland is my time. Beam to the church.
Yeah, that sounded a little bit crispy now. Let me try that again though. They be Kirk with the cap. Cause my other thing too is, and sometimes it's well artists too, but sometimes like my enunciation, I naturally don't speak the most articulate and clear. So sometimes I have to go back over a couple lines here and there. So we'll try that.
I came through the back, got the buckler behind, that be Kirk with the cap. Scotland is my time. Beam to the.
But it's like you want to be articulate, but also like swag it out. You feel me? So you don't want to be like, baby Kirk with the cap. Scotland is my time. You feel me? Like you want to have some of the articulation, but you also want to swag it out. You feel me? So let me make sure.
Behind that be Kirk with the cap. Scotland and I came through the back. Got the buckler behind that be Kirk with the cap. Scotland is my time. Beam to the church, I don't flirt with the bride. And I came through the back. Got the buckler behind that be Kirk with the cap. Scotland is my time. Beam to the church, I don't flirt with the bride. Beam to the I don't flirt with the bride. Maybe I'ma make him all the smoking mirrors. Makes sense when a people.
Okay, in that part too, I like how it fades out on that last inflection, but I also want to like make sure it's clear.
Beat to the church, I don't flirt with the bride. Maybe I'ma make him all the smoking mirrors. Makes sense when the people resonate and hear it. All these make him all the smoking mirrors. Makes sense when the people resonate and hear it. All these killers and their lyrics. Makes sense when the people resonate and hear it. All these killers and their lyrics. Paperwork is missing. I ain't dissing, I just wanna see a better image. You know the song and hear it. All these killers and their lyrics. Paperwork is missing. I ain't dissing, I just wanna see a better image. You these killers and their lyrics. Paperwork is missing. I ain't dissing, I just wanna see a better image. On the soul get disposed when the cold bro quit. I ain't dissing, I just wanna see a better image. On the soul, I ain't dissing, I just wanna see a better image. On the soul get dismissed. I ain't dissing, I just wanna see a better image. You know the soul, all these killers and their lyrics. Paperwork is missing. I ain't dissing, I just wanna see a better image. On the soul,
Yeah, that image part kind of, I mumbled it a bit on the last one.
I just wanna see a better image. On the soul get disposed. I just wanna see a better image.
Okay, now let's play this. I gotta make sure this comes through.
You know the soul get disposed when the cold bro quit pro quote mode when they quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos. They was bread for the cheese, add beef, you the Jornos. Quote and you toast like Quiznos.
Okay, I like the inflection of that, but I also want to make sure that it still got some of the sauce on it.
Mode when they quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos, bro. Quit pro quote mode when they quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast like.
Oh no, I wasn't recording on it. Alright, run it back, run it back!
Quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast like. Quit pro quote mode when they quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos. Bread for the cheese, add beef, you the Jornos. Wrong quote and you toast. Wrong quote and you toast. Quit pro quote mode when they quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos. Wrong quote and you toast like pro quote.
Well, that wasn't clear enough. Okay, let me try that again.
Mode when they quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos. Bread for the cheese, add beef, you the Jornos. Toast like Quiznos. Bread.
I'm going too slow. So here's the thing. You gotta make sure you bounce. Sometimes I gotta turn the metronome on, and the metronome, you can't see it because my, you know what I'm saying, the camera's in this space, but the metronome is like, it show you where the beat is. So if I turn it on right here, it's this nasty sound. Look.
For the cheese, add beef, you the Jornos. Maybe I'll overreact. Maybe I need.
It's that nasty little popping sound. You feel me? It's like, ugh. Why you make that type of sound? That's disgusting. But it's helpful. It keeps you on track. You feel me? Make sure usually producers use this a lot to make sure they stay on beat when they playing stuff, but it also helps when you rapping. And when you performing live, like click tracks in your ears, it helps you stay on beat because there's so much noise that can be going on. So I'm gonna see. I think that line is on, not the one I just quote, but that line that's previously recorded is on beat.
And you toast like Quiznos. They was bread.
Yeah, it's somewhat off. It's somewhat off beat. Not terrible though. So it don't have to be perfectly on beat either. Like sometimes you can swag it out a bit, just make sure it's not too crazy. I was just going a little bit slow. So sometimes basically the metronome helps ground you and say, oh, I'm tripping, I'm way off beat. It allows you to like, course correct real quick, because when you try and go to the right, to the left, it's like, oh no, stay on track. Follow one course until success. That's what Curtis King kept saying in this thing. So focus. Follow one course until success. That's raw, man. That's raw. Okay, let's play this.
Don't get disposed when the cold, bro. Quit pro quote mode when they quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos. It was bread for the cheese, add beef, you the Jornos. Wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos. It was mode when they quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast, bro. Quit pro quote mode when they quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos. It was bread for.
Okay, let's try this again.
Quit pro quote mode when they quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos. It was bread for the cheese, add beef, you the Jornos. Wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos. Pro quote mode when they quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos. Pro quote mode when they quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast like.
Yeah, I like that. That's it. That's it right there. Yeah, you just had to add a little bit of sauce to it. Yeah, add a little bit of sauce to your track and you will have a track. Okay, let's play the whole thing in context, because I think it's another part near the beginning. So this is all that basically is, just like after I laid down the original type of foundation, and then I'll go back and see the places I can tighten it up a bit. You know what I'm saying? Because the original idea, the writing is fine. I feel like the writing, the bars are up to par right now, but it's just the course correction parts, which can take just a little bit of time. It's not terrible.
Or maybe I'm on the right track. I was up late once again with the apron. Agent like Smith in the Matrix. Mission for the one like John Wick. Key on you when I'm moving, I'm locked in. Closed doors at the open, my mind and I came through the back. Got the buckler behind to be Kirk with the cap. Scotland is my time. Beat to the church, I don't flirt with the bride. Maybe I'm a man.
Okay, I think hold on, let me play that back just to make sure. But that the tricky thing too is getting it to sound. Oh, I had the auto-tune be making my voice sound weird, just regular. But the key is getting it to sound cohesive. Like, you don't want it to sound like too unnatural in the delivery, because sometimes when you punching in, it can sound like, yo, I can tell that this don't sound like this, it's not flowing like water. You feel me? Gotta flow like water. Yeah, it is, shout it. You gotta make it flow like water. So you just got, it's just, the trick is getting it to sound like it's one complete thing.
I was up late once again with the apron. Agent like Smith in the Matrix. Mission for the one like John Wick. Key on you when I'm moving, I'm locked in. Closed doors at the open, my mind and I came through the back. Got the buckler behind to be Kirk with the cap. Scotland is my time. Beat to the church, I don't flirt with the bride. Maybe I'ma make it more than smoking mirrors. Makes sense when the people resonate and hear it. All these killers and they lyrics, paperwork is missing. I ain't dissing, I just wanna see a better image. You know the soul get exposed when the cold, bro. Quick pro quote mode when they quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos. It was bread for the cheese, add beef, you did your nose.
That's kind of cut off though. Did y'all hear that? How it kind of. And so this is what you gotta do sometimes too. You gotta kind of course correct once again, because it sounded like, yep, y'all see this little guy right there, You gotta cut that and then bring him back out to make sure that it's not like completely blown to booty.
Like Quiznos, there was bread for.
But I gotta make sure it's like it's enough out so that it don't sound completely unnatural. You feel me? And then make sure he got enough space, cause he's coming in kind of hot.
They quiz yours, wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos. There was bread for the cheese, add beef, you did your nose.
And the Quiznos kind of rolls off. Let's make sure, that he can still swag out, cause it's like Quiznos. Like, it's not, I don't want it to, I want it to still fade out naturally.
Wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos. There was bread for the cheese.
That sound, you see, you hear that now, it sounds a little bit more natural, you feel me, rather than just like cut off. So here, we'll play the whole verse in context once again, and then hear how that sound.
Maybe I overreact, maybe I need all the facts, or maybe I'm on the right track. I was up late once again with the apron. Agent like Smith in the Matrix. Mission for the one like John Wick. Key on you when I'm moving, I'm locked in. Closed doors at the open, my mind and I came through the back. Got the buckler behind to be Kirk with the cap. Scotland is my time. Beat to the church, I don't flirt with the bride. Maybe I'ma make it more than smoking mirrors. Makes sense when the people resonate and hear it. All these killers and they lyrics, paperwork is missing. I ain't dissing, I just wanna see a better image. You know the soul get exposed when the cold, bro. Quick pro quote mode when they quiz yours. Wrong quote and you toast like Quiznos. There was bread for the cheese, add beef, you did your nose. Maybe I'll over.
Quiznos. Y'all know what Quiznos is, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that. Let me know if you know what Quiznos is. If you don't know what Quiznos is, let me know. Because then the whole thing just flies over your head, you feel me? The whole thing flies over your head if you don't know what Quiznos is. I know Joe knows. Joe, you worked in the rec, didn't you? You know what Quiznos is. You know what Quiznos is.
Maybe I'm on the right track. Maybe I'm on the right track. Maybe I'm on the right track. Maybe I'm on the right track.
Okay. So, I'm trying to think. I'm pretty confident with where the verse is at now, all the delivery, all that type of stuff. I feel like it's tightened up. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down in the comments if you think the verse is straight. I'm actually saving this space right here. So this empty space right here, I'm trying to save it for the feature artist. So this beat was produced by a guy named ST Lin. You feel me? As like St. Louis Alien. Like, I don't know how to pronounce it actually. So if you watching this, homie, tell me how to pronounce your name. But I met him through, funny story, I met him through a Discord with Biblioteca. Boy, the Biblioteca. What's... Oh, yeah. You did work at the library instead. I'm tweaking. But we met through a Discord that Derek Minor, he's this hip-hop artist and Christian hip-hop artist that I've looked up to before in the past. Songs is life-changing to me. Like, his song Live that helped me get through a really rough patch in college when I was going through depression. His song Live, highly recommended. But his he started a Patreon himself, and he has this thing called Discord, which is actually, I'm thinking about starting my own Discord group for my Romans, for people on my Patreon, you feel me? So definitely hop on there if you're not yet, did. But he started up this Discord, which since becoming one of his patrons, I got access to his private Discord. It's like a group chat for people that are on the Patreon. And so in the Discord, I've just been able to link up and get to know different people. And it's this producer / artist in St. Louis who I actually got the pleasure of linking up with and just reaching out to for a collab. He had he heard a track that I had made. I was like sharing a bit of a draft in there in the Discord chat, and then he said, "Man, this thing dope." You feel me? And then we kind of just connected, and he said he had some tracks that I could check out if he wanted to collaborate on it. I heard a couple of the ones he had, and I was like, yeah, these things are smooth. Two stuck out to me, but then he sent me some more, and so this track was the last one that he sent to me. And I was like, man, this thing, it's a vibe. It's real bouncy, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and hop on this track with him. You feel me? So I'm excited to see what he does with it and what, like, just how he feels in this space. You feel me? That's the beauty of the internet age, the technology and all that, because nowadays you can collaborate with somebody that's in a whole nother city at the drop of a hat. You feel me? Like, and I think that's the underrated thing that it's a lot of I feel like disadvantage to our technology age now, because we so connected, but we also not that connected. Like, we're not that intentional as I feel like we used to be, because I feel like to a degree we became very comfortable with not really having to reach out or not really having to connect as much, spend as much effort, because everything is in our face constantly. And so I've really been rethinking, like, okay, how can I be strategic and be intentional with, like, collaborating with people, reaching out to people, you know what I'm saying? And it's low-key, like, if you think about that, like, a long time, I would not be able to collaborate with somebody I ain't really know off in St. Louis and build a relationship with them. And it's, I don't know, it's a dope thing to think about. And hopefully part of my family side from St. Louis, you feel me? And I've been there probably 2 times, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully this can result in some type of show. Maybe hop on the Midwest Flow tour with them, you know what I'm saying? Make a little stop there, be able to start building with people out there and do stuff. But overall, I'm excited for this track, man. I'm excited for this right track. I think with the hook, I'm gonna play it back one more time and hear what the ad-libs sound like. And when I'm referencing ad-libs, I'm just talking about the little background, like, woo, hee, yeah, ah, woo. No, those are the ones you really can have fun with. The hook is fun, but the ad-libs, that's when you have to go buck wild, forget about any type, leave your pride at the door. You gotta go crazy for the ad-libs. You can't be acting bougie when you're doing ad-libs, when you're laying ad-lib tracks down. So let's hear what these ad-libs sound like. I'm gonna solo it.